I have got the most important crock pot recipe that you'll ever need. Today I'm going to show you how to make crock pot shredded chicken. Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and I'm on a mission to help families just like you eat well on a budget. Now, today's recipe is super simple, but it's really, really important. It's shredded chicken in the crock pot. Just plain, delicious shredded chicken. And the reason that we have you learn how to do this is because having shredded chicken on hand is super important, because you can make any kind of tons, hundreds of recipes in like 20 minutes if you have shredded chicken on hand at your house. Now, today you're going to find the full recipe linked in the description below, as well as everything that I'm using today, including my cute, adorable crock pot, all linked in the description. And before we get started, I want to know, have you ever made shredded chicken in your crock pot? Let me know below, and don't forget, like and subscribe. I love you guys for joining me in my kitchen in this community, and I don't want you to miss out on any more family-friendly recipes. Now, today we're going to do 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, but any kind of chicken is going to work for this because we're shredding it. You can do chicken thighs, you could do bone-in chicken thighs, boneless, you could do bone-in chicken breast. Because we're shredding this chicken, I just prefer to shred chicken breast. It's inexpensive, and I can just throw them in. But we need 3 pounds. Now, the reason we're doing 3 pounds is we want quite a bit. You can easily double this recipe because shredded chicken is so important to have. And stay tuned at the end, because we're going to talk about why we want, get out of here, fly. We're going to talk about why we want shredded chicken on hand and how it's going to save us a ton of time and a ton of money. So we'll talk about that after I show you how to make it. So I'm just going to place them right into the crock pot. Then we're just going to sprinkle a half a teaspoon of pepper right on top and a teaspoon of salt. Then we just add 1 cup of chicken broth. You can do water, but I love doing chicken broth just because it really bumps up the flavor of the shredded chicken and keeps it nice and moist and juicy and just full of flavor. That's it, friends. Add the lid. We're going to slow cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours, or you can do high for 3 to 4 hours. It's so easy. It's hardly a recipe, but it's so, so important. This is going to be a game changer for you. And if you just do this once a month and divide them up, we'll talk about it at the end after it's done cooking, but divide them up and throw them in your freezer. You can have dinner done so quick without even having to think about it, just by throwing a package of chicken in your crock pot with a few simple ingredients. Okay, we're going to let this cook, and I'll see you in a few hours. Just wanted to show you up close. See how once we added it back in, you'll see the moisture in there, and that's perfectly great. That's it, friends. Now, I have been prepping chicken for a really long time. I have done boiled chicken. I have done baked chicken and shredded it. I have done, and then I've Instant Pot it and Crock Pot. And Crock Pot and Instant Pot are my 2 favorite ways to make shredded chicken. Now, if you're like, Carrie, I don't know what to do with all this shredded chicken. Well, first off, you can just eat it because it's so flavorful right now. But go to the link below, and on our post, our recipe, we have listed several recipes that you can make using this chicken to make dinner even faster. But even after all the times I've tried, this method is my all-time favorite to get the juiciest chicken every single time. Remember, you can grab the full recipe linked in the description below, or you can find all of our money-saving recipes on eatingonadime.com. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and let me know below, what recipe are you going to make first with your new delicious shredded chicken. Okay, guys, I am out of here. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time, where we help you eat at home by eating on a dime. Bye, friends.